Coach, in the fourth quarter, the Lakers stretched their lead, and then you guys came back. You cut it to 5 with 3 minutes to go. But just how difficult is it, and was it, to hold out the Lakers a second time down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that team's a championship team, and you got to do nearly everything right to come out with a victory against them. We knew they were going to have some runs. We were going to have to weather storms. We just didn't. The storm was a little bit too long in that fourth quarter for us to come back from, and then ran out of gas a little bit there.
And Anthony Edwards looked like he really came to play tonight. Which part of his game and what he did out there were you most happy with tonight?
I mean, I thought he was aggressive. I mean, I also like that he had 7 rebounds and 5 assists too. So they were really keyed in on Bees. They were really keyed in on Cat. I thought Ant took advantage of some openings.
John, go ahead.
Hey, Ryan, Cat was 7 for 10, but couldn't get a shot in the fourth. What did you see out there not being able to get him involved that way? And does that have to change going forward, or is that just the way they were defending him, or what?
Yeah, I mean it's probably got to. Yeah, we don't ever want to go a whole quarter without Cat shooting the ball. But then again, I mean these guys root for each other. I mean Ant had it going a little bit, so we kind of played through him right there. There's plenty of times that teams play through different guys, and Cat's a team first guy. So yeah, I mean you always you'd rather have him get a shot there at least. But I didn't think that we were in a bad way where we just weren't able to get him the ball.
And Malik's been so big for you guys most of the year. When he's struggling, does that make it tough for that unit that you started the fourth quarter with just to generate some offense when his shot isn't falling? Yeah,
it is. I mean, we do start him in the fourth. There's a reason to that, and especially for a guy like Malik, who's a rhythm guy. I don't necessarily want to pull him just because he's not playing well. To start the fourth. I want him to know when he's going in at that point. Because shooters continue to shoot.
Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Ryan, any consideration of challenging or charge on Anthony late in the game?
I mean, I always look back when it's kind of the one on LeBron, the foul.
Yeah.
I look back and I trust our process to it, and you consider it, but and then I looked up at the scoreboard, and I agreed with the call.
And just in general, with D'Angelo out here, how much can this be kind of an opportunity just for him to develop this end of his game, where late in games like this, he has the ball in his hands a lot, whereas maybe D'Angelo would have the ball in his hands a lot. How much can this be a silver lining that he gets these chances to do that?
Yeah, I mean it's natural that's going to happen. So, I thought he was able to get to where he wanted to get to. Thought in the fourth quarter there were some opportunities that the Lakers did a great job defending us. But these are good learning experiences for him too.
James, go ahead.
Hey, Ryan. It seemed like the Lakers really made Malik put the ball in the deck tonight. Struggled at times with that. Is that just kind of an off night, or do you think he got outside of himself a little bit?
I think it was just they were physical with him. They sped us all up at times tonight. So we got to own our space. They did a nice job with that, the Lakers.
Dave, go ahead.
Ryan, you talked in the first couple of Cat games how you're intentional about going to Cat post-ups. More so he was on the perimeter tonight. I was curious if you think it's easier if you're trying to manufacture shots for him, if it is on the perimeter or in the post, because he's had games where it's kind of been both ways.
Yeah, I mean, both. I've been saying over and over that he's a guy who plays inside, he's a guy who plays outside. In pick and rolls, they started to late switch him, try to keep a body on a body, and by the time they do it by design. By the time we were able to get him down to the post, you know, they got LeBron switching onto him from the backside. So he, you know, I mean, you can get him the ball in the post. I thought he got some good looks at times, but you know, just in the flow of the game, you know, I mean, I think Ant was still able to, you know, get to some spots too, you know, but there's got to be a balance.